Hello, AC Universe, and welcome to Canada Crossing. My name is Danny, and today we are doing an island tour of my finished island of Palmdale. Now, this island is a mix of tropical and CityCore, actually. As you can see, if you look at the map, straight down the middle, well, not straight down the middle, it kind of curves, but there is a big cliff that kind of separates the two sides of the island. So on the right hand side we're going to have the whole tropical side, and on the left hand side we have the CityCore side. Now the story of this island is that the people on the right side, the tropical side that's here, crash land on this island, and they had to make do with what they had to survive. And that's why you'll see a lot of natural things, anything they could have made from like resources right on the island, and things they might have gotten from the plane that crashed. So that's what you're going to see on this side. The other side is just a CityCore island, and the problem is that the other sides don't know about each other. And that's kind of the lore of the island, that this whole other society, this fully developed society, lives on the right hand of the island, but the left hand, which are struggling to get by, has no idea that they're there. So there'll be some things we'll talk about along the way, but I think it's just, we should get started. And I'm going to show the map that my friend Brittany made for me. She's Cozy Lane on Instagram. I'll have her Instagram in the description below, but she made this beautiful custom map. By the time this video is posted, I've posted it on Instagram. So if you want to have on my Instagram, and so if you want to have a look at it, make sure to go check it out there. If you want to kind of have that map as we do the tour, that would be great. It might help you along, or if you want to have it up if you want to come visit. Of course, the DA address will be on the screen right now, and I will also have it in the description below. So without further ado, let's get started. And so you come to the center. This is really where I started this whole island. I wanted a big centerpiece, and I kind of have this like island right in the middle. And I mean, it's kind of hard to see because I've done a lot of decorating, but it's basically one big island that's in the center of the entrance. I will have also all the custom patterns that I've used in the description below, so if you're looking for any of them. I love these paths that I picked. Obviously did not make, full disclosure, I do not make custom designs. If you've been following the channel for a while, you definitely know that. Then we're going to move right onto the beach, and this is, of course, these people are still trying to get rescued. So you have the big SOS on the beach with the fire. Some poor, unfortunate souls that did not survive the plane crash. And we're going to move on here. So this whole side, you can start to see the cliff here. So the cliff is there. There's no way to get by it. It's all blocked. And that's kind of what I wanted. Like, they're just thinking, okay, this is the whole island. And then we're just kind of going to see some nice tropical decoration. Although a lot of the villagers have houses, obviously. I still want to say, like, some people are still intense. Like, they're still working towards building their society here. Building whatever they can, living off the land. So it's going to be all really natural, and everybody living intense because they can't, slowly building the society back up, right? So that's where I put the campsite here to kind of, on my DA, I believe. Now I'm wondering if I did amiibo somebody in there. I don't remember now. I noticed earlier too that I did not change the custom flag, which, I mean, I don't make my own flags, so I always feel weird about that anyway, but, and there's Flora, nice picnic area. Again, like, just kind of doing whatever they can to get by. I did realize early on that I should have put the resident service obviously on the city side. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was too far along at that point. So I left it here. So you just have to kind of pretend, or I don't know, use your imagination. Hi Antonio, sorry I'm pushing right along. So we'll kind of circle back to the front and then come back up. So this is kind of like a meeting area where they all can get together and discuss what's going on, what they need to do to kind of forge ahead in this society that they're creating. And I really like that build. I think I did that on stream. Most of this island was done on stream with y'all, so I appreciate everyone's input and help. And again, like, just kind of nice sitting areas, throwing some things around just to keep it kind of tropical. The flowers were specifically chosen to give you that tropical feeling. And I really like it. So we're coming right back around to the front and the airport. Now you can also go on the beach here, and another nice, sun tanning spot. And we have 2 villager houses on the beach here. So we have Deirdre and Antonio. I did customize everybody's house on HHP. And this side, you'll see all this type of house because it kind of looks like something they would be able to build with the resources they had. And then, of course, on the CityCore side, you'll see that that's more, of course, the brick houses, which just makes more sense. So I tried to fill up the beaches as much as possible because beaches, I think for most of us, are issues. But I really kind of like, oh gosh, there's Hamlet. He has fleas. I can see from here he's got fleas. Of course he has fleas. Like, that isn't that surprising to anybody? Of course you have fleas. Dirty boy. Okay, where was I? Yeah, you stay over here. So then we're going along here, and of course just nice beach decor. Trying to keep it still very tropical looking with all the greenery. Even like the kind of the decorations, I tried to keep more green, natural, like not a lot of like fake colors. Like it's not like they're dyeing stuff, right? And then kind of right to this beach is kind of the fishing beach and things like that. So yeah, I mean, as far as beaches go, again, like I said, it's not my strong suit, but I'm kind of happy with them. And then going back up here, so we have the community garden. This is where they're trying to keep, food and get food growing, and where they would kind of eat together and cook together, have that community space. I have all the seats here, like even made sure to get an airplane seat that they've taken off the plane for someone to sit there. So it's all those little details that kind of keep the narrative of the story going, which is something that's important to me. I don't always have tons of lore on my islands, but this one was one of the first times. I've done it a couple times, but I have a real story going. And then we're back to our resident services. So then we're going to go behind resident service, and that's when we're going to have more of our housing. So I have 4 villager homes here. All right, so first we have Clay's yard. And, again, maybe he's like the construction guy on this side of the island. He helps build all the houses. So he's got that kind of set up in his yard. This side of the beach, I honestly did very lazy and simple, but it works. It's effective. Look, I couldn't promise to do all the beaches. And then on this side, we have Shep's house. Again, like I said, all the houses are this kind of customization. I just changed up the color a little bit for everybody, just to keep it a little different. So I feel like he's maybe the cook. He's got the ovens. And then a nice, like, center fire pit. I really like this idea, too. It looks really nice at night. My DA, if you're coming to visit the DA, it's set kind of early evening, so all the lights are starting to come on, which is perfect. I love the look at it. That's why I decided to do the tour during the day, just so you can kind of see both ways. So here's Flora's house. And then on the other side is O'Hare's house. Again, some of them I didn't have to customize. I think this is maybe O'Hare's original house. Maybe not. I don't remember now. And then a little laundry table area is kind of just in the back here. So that's basically it for our tropical side. And then the only way to really get back here is secretly. You have to sneak through this yard, and you can actually, if you tilt up, there's a little beekeeping farm, and you can actually sneak right by. And then you can get to the other side. But before you get to the other side, there's one more secret area, and that's my house. So my house is neither tropical or CityCore. It's its own section. So this is part of the lore as well. So I actually control everything that's going on the island. I know about both sides. I have access to both sides. And that's kind of the lore I'm going for. I'm not going to go tour my house, but if you're coming to the DA, be sure to check the house out. I really like it. So that's kind of just why it's kind of like a, kind of not creepy, but a little creepy yard, kind of junky. And, you know, I have a boat, I have access, I can leave. So that's kind of the lore of the island. But yes, you can sneak around back here. You're going to go up and then kind of around. And then we're going to hit our city side. So it starts off with this really cool construction yard, and that's what kind of hides the second side. So you wouldn't be able to really see what's going on back there. You have this construction site. I really like this. We did this on stream together as well, and it was a lot of fun. And I've never really gotten to use all this construction site stuff, so I really liked it, and I really had a lot of fun with it. It really made me want to do more CityCore actually doing this island. And then, so it's kind of like that's a construction zone, and then we're going to start in with our city. So we have a little florist, arboretum kind of area. This was like the last space on my island I didn't really know what to do with. And I wanted to do something with the castle walls because I really like them and I don't really use them a lot. So we just have a little arboretum that you can hang out and sit and relax, read a book. It looks really cool at night as well. And then just all my extra flowers, I just ended up putting them in flower beds. But I think it looks really cool. And again, kind of, I mean, this is the CityCore side, but it's still on a tropical island. So we have all the tropical flowers and things like that. So all the colors, I really think it looks really cool. And then we're gonna go, well, let's go up first. So I have the museum. I wasn't originally gonna keep the museum. I was gonna keep it in a tent, but then I changed my mind. I thought, well, actually I'll throw it on my city side. And again, it's a pretty simple, symmetrical museum build, nothing extraordinary. But again, it's typical of what you would see in a city, I think, you know, kind of plays with that. I like the fountains on, you know, totally on one side, you have the fountain, you have the bench, you have the lights, and the trees in the back even, and I think it just looks really nice. And then of course the double staircase moment, we love that. And then we're gonna have our Ables, so I just added a little extra to Ables, just kind of, maybe there's an extra section or a different clothes store, like an outdoor boutique, added onto Ables. Again, nothing, you know, revolutionary, but again, there's a reason things like this is a classic, right? It works. And I quite like how that turned out. And then we're gonna come back down on this side, and then we have the Nooks Cranny. This is one of my favorite areas, actually. I love how this turned out. So again, just a simple city Nooks Crannies. You know, it's overgrown, it's overpopulated, it's overrun a bit. It's maybe not, the city isn't taken care of the best. But I think it kind of, that's what I like about it. That was kind of what I was going for. So they have, you know, everything they could possibly want on this side of the island, but they take it all for granted, where the other side is struggling just to get by. So that's kind of what I wanted to show. And then again, we're just going down the street. We have lots of vehicles everywhere. This was a city park that I really like too. Again, it's overgrown. Hey, Rio. I really enjoy Rio, actually. Sorry, I'm gonna push you out of the way though. So it's kind of overgrown, but we have a nice like playground area, things like that. And then we're getting into the neighborhood. So again, I did, like I said on that side, I did the brick houses on this side. Everyone's got just a little tiny yard, but again, I customized all their houses the same style, but different colors, just to kind of keep it interesting. But we have Hamlet, and we have Rio, and we have Margie and Audie on this side as well. So again, I've customized all their houses to look the same, but different. But I really like this area. I think it's a lot of fun as far as CityCore. Like I really like making cities. Like, I don't know why, but I think we have a lot of good CityCore stuff now, especially since the 2.0 update. So it really made it a lot easier. And then really the last part of the island is this boardwalk. Now I wanted to do kind of a slummy boardwalk area, and again, this does look a lot better at night, so that's why I hope you come to the DA to see it. But this is just kind of like, this is what happens. It's trash, it's overrun, it's not a good part of the neighborhood, it's kind of seedy, it's the underbelly of the town, and I think it really shows that. Like, just, you know, got bones and garbage and just a whole bunch of junk, and like this cap-in area is like not well kept. This paint was a point of contention on stream, but I really like the neon colors, and I think a couple of people like the neon colors, but I really like the neon colors. Everyone else thought it was too bright, or most people, but I liked it. I like the contrast. Yeah, so then we have just the end of the boardwalk, and then get back to the town. Alright, so that is it for Palmdale. I hope you come and visit it. Again, here's the dream address. It's also in the description. And take some photos, post them on Instagram, tag me in them. I would love to see what you guys think of it. Also, let me know in the comments below what you think of Palmdale. And what do you feel about islands with multiple themes? Now, I feel like my lore of the island was cohesive enough to make my 2 themes work. Maybe I just think that, but that's fine. But let me know in the comments what you think about multiple themes on one island. I'd love to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. We're on the road to 3K subscribers. I'm really excited for that. And like always, I'll see you in the next one.